Hello, my friend. It's good to be with you again this week. Do you like to eat food? I love to eat food. And I especially love to eat food when I can eat it with people that I love. Eating together is very special. It's fun to eat together with our family and our friends. You know what? Even Jesus loved to eat with his friends and his family. It was one of his favorite things to do. In this week's story, after Jesus returns to his disciples, he does one of his very favorite things with them. He feeds them and eats with them. Let's hear how the story goes. Peter and the other disciples were so very overwhelmed with everything that had happened. Jesus, their leader, whom they loved, wasn't with them anymore. They felt so very lost. So they decided to go back to doing what they did before they ever met Jesus. They went fishing. All through the night, the disciples fished and fished. They couldn't sleep, so they just kept fishing. But they didn't catch anything. Not a single fish. Then the sun started to rise. A man appeared on the shore. It was Jesus, but they didn't realize it was Jesus. He called out to them, "Children, you haven't caught any fish, have you?" "No, we haven't," they replied. "Try on the other side of the boat," Jesus said. So the disciples did what he said. Suddenly, the net filled up with fishes. There were so many fish, the net almost broke. One of the disciples said to Peter, "Hey, that's Jesus!" Peter gasped. He put his shirt on and dove into the water with a splash. Then he swam all the way back to Jesus on the shore. The other disciples paddled back in the boat with the net full of fish. When they arrived, Jesus had already started a fire, and it was roaring away with fish already cooking and bread ready for them to eat. "Come and have breakfast," Jesus said. And he gave them breakfast, and they again ate a meal all together as a family, like they had done so many times before. The end. All of us at some point have someone die that we love, and it's so very hard. It's one of the hardest things in this world, and we wish that we could eat with them, touch them and hug them and feel their skin on our skin. And it's so heartbreaking that we can't. But when I think of this story, I remember my love for someone doesn't end when they die. It continues on. And when I keep loving them, a part of them lives in me, in my heart, in my mind, when I remember them and remember what they did, what their laugh sounded like, when I think about what they would do or say in this situation. A part of the people I love is with me always. If you remember nothing else that I say, I want you to remember that God is love, and love never ends, even after death. Let's close in prayer. Please read along, or have a grown-up read along with me. Dear God, thank you for food to eat, family to share with, and the love that never, ever ends. Amen. Illustrations for this story come from John August Swanson and Peter Koenig.